Tuesday after the Socceroos getting through to the World Cup. I don't know what can motivate you for our game. We have a big 18 months with the Men's World Cup, followed by what will be a very special event when the women from the best in the world travel here down under to host the Women's World Cup in 2023. Tonight we get a chance to have a final of the NT version of the Australia Cup. Mindil will be the away team, Casuarina the home team, and we'll get these guys out shortly. They'll be mascotted out by a series of little ones from Casuarina and Mindil, and amongst them maybe Socceroos and Matildas of the future. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take some photos first, then we'll get underway. Moon football, and quite a few jets flying every 15 minutes taking off. It'll be with us all night until around 8:45. By then, hopefully have a decision. If we don't, we go to extra time. If that doesn't work out, we will go to penalties at the McMillan's Road end. Ladies and gentlemen, referees ready. Please make some noise for both teams. Our home team first, Casuarina, and Mindel Aces, who will sack up the away team. After you guys. And the little ones, the little mascots. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 742 teams, I repeat, 742 teams around the country have entered the Australia Cup for 2022. The winner of this game goes into the draw, and we could host an A-League club here, or a National Premier League club here, or we could do what Casuarina did last year and head interstate to take on a National Premier League side. So a lot is on the line for both these teams. Could you give them a round of applause, please, while they're lined up? Thank you. Mums and dads, got all your shots because your kids are going to come running right at you. On two, kids. 1, 2, go. Mascots. And there is always 2 cute ones at the end. Thank you, young boy. Well done. Thanks, mums and dads, for bringing it down. We'll see you at half time. Johnny?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this evening's coverage of the Australia Cup Northern Territory Final of 2022. We have the home side in the black and white outfit this evening, Casuarina Football Club, and they'll be playing host to the away side, Mindel Aces FC, in their midnight black away strip. We have such an exciting contest between two newly accustomed rivals. Of course, the previous season, of course, in 2020, these two sides played out a grand final in which the Aces were victorious, and then the season prior to that, 2019, of course, it were the Rowdies that were victorious against the same opposition. So these two definitely have big game experience amongst their ranks and certainly have match winners on their team sheets also. We'll get a quick switch of sides. It'll be Mindel Aces in their, as mentioned before, all black and fluoro socks going right to left on your screens, and Casuarina Football Club in their black and white checkered strip. For those that are not accustomed to the Rowdies colours, they'll be going left to right on your screens. It'll be Mindel Aces in the first 45 that will get us kicked off and underway. And surely this game is going to be very entertaining for the neutral. I certainly am excited and hope all those in viewership, whether it be on Facebook or YouTube, are also ready for this one. It's certainly going to be a nail biter, that's for sure. And it's Mindel Aces underway in this final. Joshua Laguda looks to come wide, and an early handball against Mark Casemiro, trying to bring the ball into his control for Casuarina, unsuccessful. And Mindel Aces resume duties with this set piece and quickly comes to the feet of Braden McLennan for Casuarina. Daniel Nabe and in for Gordon Pereira. Now a run that could be found there. Only finds the Aces fullback in Jeffrey Williams. He'll marshal that out of play and have his team on a throw-in here. So Williams looks to throw us back in. Down the line he'll go. James Cameron offering. He brings it down well and gets away from a couple before eventually being tackled by the Casuarina captain, Gordon Pereira. Quinlan Tran. Mike Casemiro turns on the ball. Looks to come inside. Options offering out On the far side, Quinlan Tran coming in now. That's Imam Muklis looking to get past James Carr, putting in a cross in the middle, and Joshua Laguda clears first time for the Aces. Ludvigsen now. Aces could be on a counter-attack here. Intercepted by Fannin, forcing Van Lingen to come in. He does so. Plays it to Pereira. Back for Quinlan Tran. Mark Casemiro. Comes back inside. Gets it past Taiki Kudo and Tano. Eventually, a challenge comes in by Carr, and it's a free kick to Casuarina. Early doors. And the Rowdies, an opportunity perhaps from this distance. Of course, Imam Muklis, a very dangerous player on a set piece or any dead ball for that rather, whether it be a penalty or free kick in this instance. And he'll be scoping an opportunity here. Van Lingen's gone forward. Options certainly aplenty. The Aces war with 2 personnel. In comes Muklis, looks for a direct strike on goal, and that's wide, narrowly. Early attempt by Imam Muklis there on the set piece, possibly attempting his range. Certainly has the power and technique to get it on target, just slightly off on that occasion. This is Laguda. Coming out of possession, a signature long ball from Laguda, looking for James Cameron. Terry Fannin, Casuarina number 12 getting across to this. High lofted ball to his keeper. Dion Newell does well to get away from James Cameron. And now it's Braden McLennan. Look to come inboard. Laguda intercepts, and the Aces can springboard forward. Looking for a ball there, and offside will be acknowledged. James Cameron just straying a little too close to the Casuarina defenders. And Casuarina get on with the game quickly. Braden McLennan. Nabe gives the ball away. Now it's Yakub. Raul Yakub coming forward. The number 8 for Casuarina. His ball's a little astray. Lewis William picks it off. Now it's Matthew Wallace, the Aces captain. Looking to thread a delicate ball through. Nabe will be forced to come across for that one. Now Muklis, his ball slightly astray. Williams back to his custodian, Jordan Stobbart. A very imposing figure in the goal for the Aces. Maybe great attempt to beat him tonight, that's for sure. Williams being put under pressure by Yakub here. Laguda, another long ball from the centre half. McLennan cuts it out. Taiki Kudo gets there as well. McLennan on the second attempt. Looks to head forward, but Laguda's there once more. Nicely dinked ball past Vong there, and Laguda can go. Laguda can give the ball. Van Lingen comes across, and Cameron trying to play a first-time ball. McLennan being pressured by Ludvigsen, and a little overzealous there was Ludvigsen. Just gives away the foul. And now the Rowdies can reload from this position, and their goalkeeper Dion Newell can get them forward. Kicks and driven. Williams intercepts onto the feet of Matthew Wallace. Back inside, that's Kane McDowell. And Wallace looking to find Cameron, just slightly off target there. Quinlan Tran to Gordon Pereira. Gets it to Vong. And he can release Quinlan Tran, and Tran plays it back to his goalkeeper, Dion Newell. Lofting to Braden McLennan. He looks to come inboard. And Imam Muklis, good skill, but shows too much of the ball. Laguda, Taiki Kudo, bit of pressure on him by Mark Casemiro. He plays it back to Tano. James Carr comes wide now and finds Jeffrey Williams. Back inside for Laguda. A lot of ball early for the Aces, number 8. Comes across for Tano, Taiki Kudo. The 1-2 ball with O and Lewis William. Slightly heavy touch. It'll work out, though, for the Aces. McDowell back for Taiki Kudo. Jeffrey Williams looks to come down the line, and he's found Matthew Wallace. Tries to get past McLennan. Wallace trying to cut back inside. Tavian Ludvigsen. An opportunity here for Ludvigsen. And he strikes and straight to the grasping arms of Dion Newell there. Fantastic cut in from Wallace, and Ludvigsen doing enough to get it away from Van Lingen, and the shot straight at Dion Newell. And now Kajarina. It's Emma Muklis to Nabe. McLennan takes a touch and looks to perhaps release a ball long. Instead, dinks it over for Emma Muklis. Space here for the forward. Muklis dinking a ball over. Carr clears. Cameron heads on. Nabe intercepts. Ludvigsen picks his pocket though. Matthew Wallace. The Aces time here. Lewis William brings it under his control. McDowell. Laguda. Now it's Carr. Another long ball from Carr. And he looks for Wallace. Finds his captain. And Matthew Wallace taking strides forward. Lewis Williams continued his run. Such a dangerous player, Lewis William. Nabe thinks he got the ball, but collected a bit of Lewis William on the way through, and so this will be a free kick in a very menacing position for the Aces. You can see here on the replay. Ball comes across to Lewis William and look to instinctively turn Nabe, and the Casuarina player collects a little too much of the Aces one, and so a free kick is the decision. James Carr, of course, pushing forward, scoring a couple of goals in recent memory. And he'll be a danger here. Ball comes in low and hard, and it's driven in. Cleared away by Terry Fannin. That was a goal-bound shot. And now Raul Yakub can come the other way. For Casuarina, Taiki Kudo gets an all-important touch in there, and that'll roll back a little harmlessly for Casuarina. Braden McLennan will bring this and take it forward. Taiki Kudo heads. Lewis William gets there ahead of Vong, but gives possession away. And Emma Muklis looking for a long attempt, and so top of the goal there. Another opportunity in quick spades. Here's the opportunity from Emma Muklis. Certainly saw Stobbart off his line and attempted to go for the miraculous, and that was an almost opportunity that paid dividends for the Casuarina player. And here, this opportunity moments ago, beautiful replay to see here. Fannin clearing this one right off the goal line, denying Aces their opener. High-octane stuff early. And Dion Newell sends this ball for a trip over the fencing there, and that'll be retrieved shortly. In the meantime, it's an Aces throw deep in here. James Carr. Here's the long ball. Looks wide. There's no Aces play there to receive, and Raul Yakub would just allow this to trickle out of play for a throw-in, and his side can proceed forward. McLennan. Raul Yakub. Back for Dion Newell. And Newell looking for Yakub, and he's kept it in by the header. Just no teammate there to profit. And Williams. Laguda. Now it's Stobbart here. Back on his left. Lays it across for Laguda. Good ball playing centre half here is Laguda, and just as I say that, he gives possession away. So Casuarina with this throw-in off a slightly astray pass from Joshua Laguda. McLennan. Pereira. Yakub. Back to Gordon Pereira. Good challenge with the two captains there. It's the Aces one that wins out. Williams, Laguda, Taiki Kudo. And Kudo looking to go forward. Kane McDowell. Outside of the foot attempt, looking to play it for Ludvigsen. He'll try and put pressure on Van Lingen, but the defender does well. Forward go the Rowdies. Now it's Muklis. Ball over the top, looking for the dangerous Mark Casemiro. Barreling down on goal, cuts back inside, past Tano. Casemiro shoots, and denied by a fantastic save there. Jordan Stobbart certainly rising to the occasion and making a good save. Kudo, William. Tano, overlapping run is on here. And it comes forward. Tano. Long looping ball. Space here for Kane McDowell. Brings it down, cuts back inside. McDowell shoots near post and it's saved on. Play on here and deflection. Chaos and calamity at the back for the Rowdies, but they survive momentarily. An abundance of chances in short period of time, but stays out of goal. McDowell back inside. Terry Fannin clears. Muklis. And now Gordon Pereira looking to immediately pounce. Hopefully we can get a second view at those flurry of chances here. It was McDowell who brought it down, and he had the shot himself. Fantastically saved by Dion Yule onto his post, and almost there, James Cameron, if not for Fannin once more. Raul Yakub plays the ball forward. Carr heads emphatically out to Williams. His heavy touch surrenders possession, and the Rowdies can resume duties up here. Forward, right half flank. And McLennan comes across to gather this one. Throws it to Yakub. Back across for Fannin. Fantastic Fannin. He's certainly kept his team on level pegging. Ball in early from Quinlan Tran. And that finds no one but the graceful hands of Jordan Stobbart. And he launches into the night sky. Comes down past McLennan. And Ludvigsen and Van Lingen doing battle here. Here comes Ludvigsen. And a push. And up is Ludvigsen. Play on, says the referee. McDowell takes it away from Nabe. Ludvigsen. Cross comes into the box. Players come. James Cameron here at the back post. And Cameron strikes. But the referee seems to have blown an infringement. Ball will come back for a Casuarina free kick. And now a moment, 13 and a half minutes gone here in this Australia Cup Northern Territory final. It's a moment to catch your breath. It's been a fast-paced and frenetic start to the game by both sides. Vong. Quinlan Tran. Central for Imam Muklis. Slides down to retain possession. Nabe. Slightly a skewed ball. Williams. Carr. McDowell. Plays it instantly wide to Tano. And Tano now. Taking possession forward into his own feet. James Cameron. Also strides forward. Cameron looking for a teammate. Laying it off for Matthew Wallace. He'll take it into the box here, Wallace, and retain possession. Matthew Wallace still skillfully done by the captain. Trying to get past Yakub. He's taken it past and intervened by McLennan. Eventually, his teammate can clear. Jeffrey Williams. Mindel looking to come straight back at them. Headed out by Van Lingen. Now Muklis. Gordon Pereira. Immediately put under pressure by Williams, and that's forced the turnover. Carr back across to Laguda. Williams back to his centre half. And skillfully done there by Joshua Laguda. Player far side if he can find him. Goes to Carr. And now James Carr, a lofted ball. Lewis William, the outlet. He'll find the forward momentarily off a deflection there, and that'll go out for an Aces throw. It's Tano on the ball and on the throw. It's got a long throw in him, but he says to go short. Competing there is Vong with William, and nice work done by Vong there just to play it off Nimindle forward and allow possession to remain with his side. They can come out of defence here. They need to relieve some of their pressure they've been facing. Vong off Cameron and take two from the throw, just a slightly deeper position. Ball comes back in. Dangerous play across goal, but skillfully done by Muklis to find his keeper. Dion Newell looking to send it forward. Raul Yakub, just ball was ever so drifting wide, unable to keep it in play. Williams throws. Cameron takes it down with his feet, gets it past McLennan, but Nabe comes there. Williams. Yakub putting him under pressure. And it's Raul Yakub. Skillfully done here by the forward. And out by the Aces. And Casuarina continue with possession here. McLennan. Centrally for Pereira. Now it's Yakub back to Pereira. Wide for his forward. Nabe under instant pressure. Looking to release Gordon Pereira. Ball comes through and offside is given almost immediately. Again, we do apologize if you can hear some background noise. That is, we believe, some aircraft doing some defense training. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that noise, but we'll persevere to bring you a great coverage for the remainder. Laguda back to his goalkeeper. Stobart takes it under his feet and plays it across for James Carr. Coming forward the centre half. His captain Matthew Wallace receives. Across to Laguda. Stobart once again. Returns the outlet. Wallace. Being pegged back, Mindelaces slightly here, trying to weave the pass through, and Laguda looks for a long ball. He'll allow Ludvigsson to chase, and he'll get to this. Keeps it in front of Fannin. Tavian Ludvigsson comes inside. Lewis William lays it back off for Ludvigsson and strikes directly at Dion Newell. Good space afforded to the forward and just couldn't quite muster a shot of power or precision to edge it past Dion Newell. And the goalkeeper's ball comes wide. Raul Yakub keeps it in. Back for McLennan. Van Lingen. Dion Newell. Now Quinlan Tran. Imam Muklis. Heavy touch, but keeps it in his possession. Looks to release a wide ball. Mark Casemiro. There's a player further wide if he can find him. Instead, Mark Casemiro goes himself. Mark Casemiro takes it past Williams. It's still Mark Casemiro. Back post run here by Quinlan Tran. And his header, he couldn't quite direct it dangerously towards Stobart's goal. Laguda. McDowell. Looking to get past Nabe, but does well to neutralize that path. And here, once again, Mark Casemiro looking for Quinlan Tran, and his header just could not be directed towards goal. It's Casemiro again, though. Gives possession away. Wallace. And he does the same. Pereira for Casuarina. Mark Casemiro. Pereira looking for the return ball. Casemiro will put pressure on Carr, and that forces Stobart to come out and make the gather. Short for Laguda. Stobart again. Joshua Laguda. And Tano will gallop across to this ball and keep it in. Carr. Matthew Wallace. Back for Laguda. Now Williams. Build-up play from Mindel has been patient, but that ball is given away. And play on signals the referee. Williams comes forward. Looks for Ludvigsson. Ludvigsson trying to lay it back for William. Quinlan Tran gets there. Imam Muklis. Dylan Nabe. Coming forward, the midfielder. Now it's Raul Yakub. Taking strides, the number 8. Still with the ball. Looking to find Nabe. Just unfortunately coming away. And now it's James Cameron for the Aces. Space afforded to him here. Kane McDowell for Mindel. The number 12 bringing it down, looking to get past his defender. Takes into the box. It's Kane McDowell still. James Cameron back to McDowell, to Ludvigsen. An opportunity here, pinball play, and Muklis clears eventually. Laguda. Dispossessed by Casemiro, but Laguda remains strong. Ludvigsen comes wide for Laguda. McLennan with a challenge. James Cameron brings it down, has a shot, and that's a fantastic save. What a shot, and what a save by DR Newell. James Cameron putting his cards out on the table, and DR Newell came up trumps there. Fantastic attempt from James Cameron. That technique going top corner, and DR Newell rising and making the save to deny him. Fantastic done by both sets of players. The Aces number 7 and the Casuarina 33. Fantastic challenge and interplay there from these two. Ball comes in now from Tano. Laguda heads. Cameron looking to influence. Van Lingen rising as Jakub. Fannon's there as well. Ludvigsen. Wide for Cameron. An opportunity again for the forward. Outside the foot play. Straight to the gracious possession of DR Newell. And he'll look to take his side out of defense. Quinlan Tran. Inside for Vong. Back outside for Quinlan Tran. And Dylan Vong now. DR Newell coming out to collect this one and returns it back to Vong. Pereira coming away. The two captains compete. Dylan Nabe. Deft touch there to take it away from Ludvigsen. McLennan. His ball finds Mark Casemiro. Turns Laguda. Has the pace here. Just showed too much of it, but it's still Casemiro. Brought him down in the box, and referee waves play on. James Carr. And James Carr comes forward. Yari Van Lingen playing that out of play, and challenge heavy one on Mark Casemiro. We'll see the replay there. Turning Laguda, forcing Williams to come across there. Bit of a tangle, and James Carr is the man who brings Casemiro down. The referee, of course, said nothing was doing in that decision. Play on was signalled. Of course, we'll leave the replay to the viewers at home that have the replay that can, of course, make their educated decision. Referee Nazir having to make the split-second decision with the assistance of his officials. Casemiro back to his feet. Play on is the signal. And it's Mendelesa's throw. And played back to Stobbart there. Possession will come back with Mindel. James Carr. Laguda. Jeffrey Williams. Now it's Tavia Ludvigsen. Short for James Cameron. On forward for Kane McDowell. The Aces player coming forward again to James Cameron. Looking to take this one inside the box. It's found William with the first time strike there on his left. Bobbled up slightly perfectly. And off target nonetheless. And perhaps an early substitution is on the cards for the Aces. James Cameron staying to ground. The Casuarina Football Club continuing with possession. Raul Jakub now. Danger for the Aces. Kudo with company. Jakub turns him, and it's Raul Jakub trying a lot. Not really working. Pereira. And now it's Imam Muklis. Still Muklis striking, and that's wide. And now some time for them to assess and treat possibly James Cameron, the Aces number 7, stays to ground. And he made a signal, and the referee is obliging that as well. An early substitution is on the cards. An unfortunate end for the night for the Aces number 7, James Cameron. Of course, passing a late fitness test just to be a part of this match. And Cameron will be withdrawn, and his replacement is going to be number 4, Dylan Mountain. A frustrating end to the evening. Just approaching the 27th minute mark here, and James Cameron withdrawn. And on his place is number 4. That is Dylan Mountain. Laguda. Chipped ball looking for the substitute, and Mountain's touch is heavy. And that goes out of play for a throw-in. McLennan throws. Pereira heads. Laguda. Pereira looks to get there ahead of his teammate. And now Van Lingen. And Mountain presses that out. Throws in now for Ludvigsen. And now Tavian Ludvigsen holding it for Dylan Mountain. And looks to muster a ball through here. Matty Wallace has made the run. Keeps it in. And Dylan Mountain looks to take it past Quinlan Tran. Now it's McDowell loading up for Ludvigsen. A header comes in. And that's a fantastic save to deny Lewis William. Muklas with the clearance. Some respite here for Casuarina momentarily. Laguda striking, and Newell making the save once again. Fantastic header only moments ago from the Aces and Lewis William. Denied by Dion Newell. And the follow-up attempt from Laguda wasn't far off either. Dion Newell forward with a clearance. Laguda rises to the occasion. Pereira and Wallace do battle, and that's a challenge of heads there. And a strong one as well. Matthew Wallace has stayed to ground. And at this moment we can thank the Northern Territory Government as well as McDonald's for their continued support for football across the NT. As well as Ward Keller, they are your territory law firm. You can contact them on 1-800-978-360. That's 1-800-978-360. And there's this attempt previously from Joshua Laguda. Strike from distance. Dion Newell saw it all the way. And it's on your pictures there. Matthew Wallace, the man to ground. Hope he is okay to continue. And certainly a little cause for concern. The Mendel Aces captain, a massive contributor to this side and hugely important to any enterprise in their play. So they'll want to assess him, and he has been patched up. Suggestive to say that he copped a head knock and perhaps some blood was coming from the head of Matthew Wallace, but he'll be coming off the pitch momentarily just to see if he is okay to continue. It will be a harsh double blow if they were to lose Cameron and Wallace, but coming off for the moment, perhaps patched up and brought back on. We'll see very shortly as we skip past the 30th minute mark here. 1/3 of the match through. Williams throws forward. Ludvigsen trying to continue his run, and Van Lingen intercepts that one. Out of play. Aces throw. Williams will come forward to take. To McDowell and Nabe, they both compete. Still a Nabe that comes out with the ball. Gordon Pereira. What can the captain find? It's Raul Yakub on the run. James Carr there with right amount of time, and Jordan Stobart clears that far away. Ludvigsen and Van Lingen. Van Lingen wins that one out. Fannin gets there ahead of McDowell. Muklis and Mountain compete. Mountain wins this one. Tano. Mountain. Laguda. Plays it across for James Carr. And Carr coming forward. K. McDowell under his possession. Taiki Kudos made an enterprising run here. Taiki Kudo, the Aces veteran, coming forward in pace and droves, but dispossessed by Braden McLennan. And looks to get it past Ludvigsen, but Ludvigsen's won it back here. Ludvigsen short for Taiki Kudo. Taiki Kudo with Raul Jakub. Williams looking for a speculative attempt, to say the least, and that one over the goal harmlessly of Dion Newell, and that'll be a goal kick. Short from Dion Newell. Van Lingen. Braden McLennan. McLennan looks inside. Hits a deflection, and McDowell comes away with it for the Aces. His back heel for Mountain comes off fortuitously for the substitute. Now it's Ludvigsen. And cleverly done from Ludvigsen. And coming back onto your screens now is number 10, Matthew Wallace. Patched up and raring to go. The Aces captain back out there for battle. Williams in for Wallace. Now it's Laguda. Across for Carr. And now James Carr looking to play across the field, and Ludvigsen unfortunately unable to take that one in. Van Lingen. Quinlan Tran. Dylan Nabe. Wide for Muklis. Outside of the football, looking for Mark Casemiro. Certainly has the pace to bring this one under his control. Casemiro back for Pereira. Gordon Pereira. Vong. Muklis. Across field. And that one will be given away by Casuarina. Certainly the better of the first half opportunities thus far. Mendelasis, a number of chances at the Casuarina goal, if not for the heroics of Fannin and Dion Newell. Casuarina, so far, their outlet has been the ever-dangerous Mark Casemiro. The Aces now building another one, mustering an attack. What can Mindel do here? Wallace gets away from McLennan. Here comes Matthew Wallace. Ball in for Lewis William. Ludvigsen back for Wallace. This is trickery here from Mindel. Comes inside and all the way to the far post. It's Imma Muklis. First time ball. Tano forward again. Ludvigsen. Tano. Taiki Kudo. Kane McDowell. Good skill from McDowell there. Lewis William, and that's a free kick from Mindel. Tight touches and tight possession there from Kane McDowell. Draws the foul. The referee will march the wall back. And this certainly is an opportunity of some danger. 3 men in the wall for Dion Newell. And there is a cunning Kane McDowell over this dead ball. What can the Aces number 12 do from this position? Kane McDowell comes in for the set piece. Shot comes across, and Dion Newell, almost a opportunistic chance for the Aces, but Dion Newell comfortably brings that into his possession eventually. Van Lingen. Raul Yakub. Vong's offered wide and that comes out to the attacker. Now it's Mark Casemiro. Looks to get past Carr, but closes that avenue towards goal. Vong back to Quinlan Tran. Fannin. Now it's Van Lingen. Fannin. Offering space was McLennan, but it's been picked off. McDowell. Matthew Wallace now. The Aces an opportunity here. Coming wide as Wallace. Looks back inside. Vong's there for Casuarina, and Quinlan Tran can come away with the ball. Muklas honouring the run is Quinlan Tran. Gets away from Kudo and William. And Vong is there. Quinlan Tran. Terry Fannin comes across goal and plays this one further across. Braden McLennan receives. Loads up and looks for a long ball. Laguda's languishing underneath. Ludvigsen. Savian Ludvigsen gets away from Nabe. Ludvigsen outside the football. Looking for Mountain coming through goal here. Fannin goes to ground and Van Lingen takes this one away. And deflected straight into Mountain and out for a goal kick. Another almost opportunity there for Mindel. Couldn't quite muster the opportunity quite precise. The Rowdies doing enough through Van Lingen just to play it out for a goal kick. Another opportunity for all those in the stadium, of course. Larrakia Park, home of live men's and women's football here in the top end. Nicely driven ball by Dion Newell, but frustratingly controlled late by McLennan. McDowell comes away from Nabe. Still Kane McDowell. Ludvigsen, heavy touch, retains the ball though. It's Avian Ludvigsen. Pressured by the Casuarina player, Williams. His ball is across for Tano. Tano with a dinked ball looking for William. And Dion Newell brings that under his graceful possession. Comes back wide here. Quinlan Tran, Imar Muklas. Casuarina looking to turn up the tempo, but that'll be tarnished that time. Dion Newell. Chipped ball looking for the run of McLennan. It's made and he receives. Comes in short for Raul Yakub. Pereira gets away from a couple. Matthew Wallace's header. Dinks it on for McLennan. Now it's Pereira, the Casuarina captain. The Mindel one is coming in. And it's still Gordon Pereira doing his best to keep possession and does well. And eventually the free kick is given against Matthew Wallace, and it's a free kick here for the Rowdies. Possibly an opportunity late to snatch a lead before half-time. We are ever so quickly approaching the 40th minute mark, of which we've just turned over. So less than 5 minutes of regulation time to go. One in the wall. And one on the dead ball. Raul Yakub. The Rowdies number 8. Looking to find a teammate. In comes Yakub. Ball comes inside, looking for an on-runner. Couldn't quite get to the head of Van Lingen. Casemiro. McLennan touches away from Mountain. And his ball is returned. Van Lingen looking for a 1-2, not quite found. It'll come back though. Vong. Nice skill and poise shown from the midfielder. McLennan. Forward looking, dispossessed. Now it's Lewis William for the Aces. Coming away with possession. Lewis William. Ludvigsen as well. Return ball for Mountain. looking for the on-run of Taiki Kudo, but Tran is there. Nabe back for Quinlan Tran. Mark Casemiro, heavy touch, but pace to bring it under his control. Comes wide here for Braden McLennan. First time ball, too heavy for a teammate. And Laguda is fouled there by the Casuarina player. Imam Muklis just quietly excited for that one. Gives away the foul. Stobbart across for Carr. Now it's Laguda. Carr. Carr looking to play it forward. Mountain. Dylan Nave. Coming across field. Braden McLennan. And now Braden McLennan against Ludvigsen. McLennan down the line here. His heavy touch. We'll see possession surrendered. And Amindalace's ball now. Stobbart short to Laguda. Joshua Laguda has had a mountain full of possession in this first half. Tano, ever present down that wing, returns it to Laguda. Lewis William. Inside for McDowell. Gives it away, unfortunately, and this will come back harmlessly for Dion Newell. Newell bombs long, looking for the head of Pereira, and he heads it on for Mark Casemiro. Marky Casemiro coming inside, and referee waves play on. Lewis William comes away with the ball. Matthew Wallace, short for Kane McDowell, off Braden McLennan, and McLennan coming away with possession, but the referee brings this one under control and puts a momentary pause to the game as we attend to the welfare of both Mark Casemiro and James Carr. They've stayed to ground. Just a minute and a half or so of regulation time in this first half. Both teams putting it all on the line in the 44 minutes or so we have played. Of course, if both teams cannot be broken after 90 minutes, we will play an additional 30. That's 15 minutes of extra time at either side. And if we can still not be settle the winner after 120 minutes, like this morning's result by the Socceroos, who have qualified for the World Cup at the end of the year in November in Qatar. There'll be a penalty shootout at the Macmillan's Road End here at Darwin Football Stadium. And now Casuarina, Imam Muklis. Van Lingen. McLennan. Raul Yakub. Back for McLennan. Nabe. First time ball for Yakub and his heavy touch. See his possession given away. Wallace. Inside for Mountain. Ball is deflected off the forward. Nabe. Mark Casemiro. Still Mark Casemiro. Nabe. Strong challenge and corner kick given.
There will be 2 minutes.
In favour of Casuarina. And we're seconds into 2 minutes of borrowed time, signalled by the referees here. And this will present an opportunity for Casuarina late on. Imam Muklis will muster himself over to the corner. And of course, Van Lingen committing forward. He scored a wonderful header at the weekend. Of course, that night as well, played captain in the absence of tonight's leader and Gordon Pereira. And we'll see if Muklis can find the head of Van Lingen or a teammate. In comes the set piece. Back post here Looking for Nabe, but McDowell comes away with it. Still Kane McDowell and Yakub. Ludvigsen and Fannin. It's Fannin that wins momentarily. Kane McDowell. Mountain. Still Dylan Mountain. Looking to load up and play a ball forward. Matthew Wallace and Ludvigsen are continuing the run. It's Tavian Ludvigsen looking to cut inside for Wallace. Blocked by Van Lingen. Across for William. First time attempt. And to end the first half, we will have a corner kick to Mindel Aces. Surely the last passage of the first 45 minutes of this Australia Cup final, live, of course, on FNT TV, both on Facebook and YouTube. No better place to be on your Tuesday night here in the top end of Australia than live knockout football between Casuarina Football Club and Mindel Aces FC. Tano with the corner. And in comes O. Corner kick. Wallace rises and it goes in! The opener of this Australia Cup goes to Mindel Aces Football Club. And at the stroke of half-time, it's Tan O's corner kick that will see the Aces surely take a half-time lead. Look at this corner kick, brilliantly delivered. And Matthew Wallace's goal sees the Aces take a 1-0 advantage. And that's surely and is loved by the crowd. Referee Nazir bringing first half action to a close. And it's Mindel Aces FC who have taken first blood in this final. We'll have a short break at this Australia Cup 2022 final here. The Aces take a 1-0 advantage. We'll see you on the other side of this short period. Aces 1 goal, Casuarina 0. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second half of Australia Cup action. Moments away. It's Casuarina to get us kicked off. They're going right to left on your screens. They find themselves 1-0 behind, courtesy of a late header by Matthew Wallace, the Mindel Aces captain, bandaged and battle-torn, but he's rising above the rest, and it was his header, of course, that sees the Aces in a 1-0 advantage. Now it's Kane McDowell for the Aces. Ludvigsen. Mountain. He's got space here and he can proceed forward. Nudge off the ball there by McLennan and Van Lingen. Mark Casemiro. He certainly needs a big second half to spur his team on here. Mountain. Now it's Matthew Wallace. Laguda. Further across field for Tano. Now it's Taiki Kudo. Back for Tano. Muklis back to Pereira. Opportunity here for the Rowdies. Vong immediately tackled by Matthew Wallace. Now it's Mountain. Van Lingen stands tall. Now it's Vong. Coming forward, the young midfielder. Plays it to Mark Casemiro. Now it's Raul Yakub turning inside. Mountain's there. It's still an opportunity. Laguda comes away with possession. And now the Aces can springboard. Laguda turns into a challenge. Pereira comes the other way. All ball, says referee Nazir. Matthew Wallace. Lewis William. Tackle comes on the Mindel midfielder and referee forced to give the free kick. And the Aces with a set piece here. A couple minutes gone in the second half, and Laguda comes wide for Tano. Long ball into the box. Van Lingen heads. William forward. Ludvigsen latching on again. And now Ludvigsen gets to the stray ball. An Aces opportunity here. Fannin comes across. Still with Fannin. And Mountain looking to get away from the Casuarina play. It's still Dylan Mountain. Gets up to his second ball. Tano. Cross comes inside the box, and Dion Newell will meet this one and look to spur his team on. Van Lingen. Back for Dion Newell. Now it's Vong. So Pereira. Looking for a ball over the top. Mark Casemiro and Williams. Mark Casemiro chasing down Jeffrey Williams and putting in a challenge, but it spills out for Joshua Laguda. William back inside for Laguda. And now Mountain looking to get ahead of Quinlan Tran. Tran takes a great touch away from the Aces attacker. Van Lingen. Down for Pereira. Now it's Braden McLennan. Finds space with Dion Newell. Van Lingen. It's certainly Casuarina, the side, needing to force the issue here in the second half that we are to play. Wallace. Forward for Ludvigsen. Chance here for Mountain. Fannin getting across to that and getting the right side of his opposing number and puts that out into touch. It will be a throw-in to Mindel. It's Williams. Van Lingen with a clearance. Williams once more. Laguda. Long ball across field. Tano retreats to collect. And now it's Carr. Long ball for Ludvigsen. Wallace. Lewis William, time with the midfielder here. Wide for Ludvigsson. Chance here for the forward. Back inside the box. Dangerous position here. McDowell gets to the ball. Looks to come back inside. Kane McDowell with the strike. And over goal and harmlessly away for Dion Newell. And a goal kick for the Rowdies. Opportunity and space afforded to McDowell. Almost had to take the shot on, and that was just over the bar. Newell forward. Rises Laguda over the top of Pereira. And a free kick against Joshua Laguda in favour of the Casuarina captain. Just over 5 minutes played here in this second half. It's still that 1-0 advantage in favour of Middle Aces. Fannin to Pereira. Now McLennan, overlapping run from the fullback. His first time delivery is wide. Raul Yakub will get to this ahead of Tano. Plays it back to Quinlan Tran. Comes across for Fannin. And McLennan's in space. Taiki Kudo closing. Muklis striking, and Stobbart forced to make the save. Raul Yakub comes across to this. Onside, and play on is the call. Imar Muklis back inside for Yakub. Cuts it across to Mark Casemiro. And the block comes in. And Stobbart comes wide to bring this back inside his box, and he'll gather harmlessly. And now with Jordan Stobbart. Launches the ball forward. Fannin will get to this. Spins off the back of his boot. Mountain heads forward. Ludvigsson in space. It's still Tavian Ludvigsson. Across for Lewis William. Can he latch onto this? William. And he drives an opportunity straight at the goalkeeper. Nothing doing. And Dion Newell collecting. Comes wide here for Yari McRae Van Lingen. Gordon Pereira. Back across for Van Lingen. Mark Casemiro. Raul Yakub. Vong. And now it's Taiki Kudo picks up possession. And coming forward are the Aces once again. Ludvigsson, ball out into space. Dylan Mountain making the run. There is a man inside the box, and Mountain's brought to ground. Referee says nothing doing. And goal kick given. And goal kick is the call. Heavy bump on Mountain in the box there. No penalty, says the referee. Throw into the Aces. And certainly this match is heating up. And while it's hot and contested on the field, it'll come to nothing this time. Quinlan Tran clears into touch. We're certainly being treated to a magical dry season night here in the top end of Australia. It's currently just above 23 degrees this evening. Optimal conditions for playing, that's for sure. Pereira and Wallace collide. Wallace comes away with the ball. Still Matthew Wallace. And his off-balance shot or cross goes out harmlessly for a goal kick. Of course, once again, we thank McDonald's and the Northern Territory government for their contributions and support for football across the NT. And Dion Newell with this goal kick. Rising is McDowell. Lewis William to get to this ball. Pereira boxing him in. He manages to weave a space out for Kudo. Dispossessed. Pereira. Muklis. Mark Casemiro coming onto the ball here against Williams. It's Mark Casemiro brought down inside the box. Referee says no penalty. Play on is the call. Williams. Long ball across field. Tano straight up forward looking for Ludvigsson. Competing with him is Quinlan Tran. Tano. Jakub steals it away. Gordon Pereira touches away from William. Nice diving header from James Carr. And now it's Tavian Ludvigsson. Kane McDowell. Lewis William. Fancy footwork by the Aces midfielder. Ludvigsson back inside for McDowell. Touches it away and McDowell scores! That's a magical goal! And it's the magic of the cup. The Aces, 2-0 in front against Casuarina, and that goal sends the stadium into raptures. Surely the goal of the Australia Cup. That is a magical finish by Kane McDowell. And the Aces now a 2-0 advantage in a pole position, absolutely. And a substitution to come here for Casuarina. It's going to be Braden McLennan, the man to make way. And his replacement is going to be Ronnie Newton-Aragon. And what an electrifying second goal by Kane McDowell. And it's all to do for Casuarina in what remains in this second half of the Australia Cup. Casemiro. Newton-Aragon, the substitute. Van Lingen. Raul Jakub. Quinlan Tran. Dispossessed by Tano. Fannin. Dion Newell. Vong. Muklis. Out to Ronnie Newton-Aragon. Now can the substitute conjure from this position? He'll take it past William and look to get across into the box. Or use some skill. And a free kick is blown in favour of Newton-Aragon. And so Casuarina, an opportunity here to drive something into the box. Perhaps an opportunity for his side. It's Gordon Pereira over this set piece. Lewis William, the one-man wall for the Aces. And an opportunity here. In comes Pereira, driven ball, looking for a header. Comes outside. Raul Jakub for Casuarina. Now it's Fannin. Ronnie Newton-Aragon. Gordon Pereira. Inside, it's Raul Jakub. Pereira, skillfully done. Chance here, quickly extinguished by Pereira. And Fannin will collect. Inside for Vong. And Vong now, Mark Casemiro. Heavy touch, takes it away from him. And still Mark Casemiro looking to get past two Mindel players. And eventually he is dispossessed. Laguda. Long ball headed back by Ludvigsson. And deflection here. Oh, and it's the roof of the net. Almost a third goal out of nothing. Certainly would have been a very harsh goal to concede from a Casuarina standpoint. And Mindel Aces would have seen it as the icing on the top of the cake. But for the moment, it is 2-0. Less than 2/3 of the match to go. And Pereira looking to get away from Tano, and O puts it out. Quinlan Tran in for Raul Yakub. Matthew Wallace, the Aces captain. And Wallace to McDowell. Ludvigsson. Wallace spins away and comes forward for his side. Dispossessed by Quinlan Tran. Taiki Kudo. Forward again for Ludvigsson. Brings it down well. Gets away from two rowdies, forcing the challenge from the player. And it will be an Aces throw here. It's Tano that will come forward on the throw. And herein lies an opportunity for an Aces attack. McDowell, the goal scorer, deflected off Quinlan Tran, and corner kick. Less than half an hour to play here. A 2-goal advantage for the Aces. Casuarina certainly have to conjure something special from here. Cross comes in. Raul Yakub has the pace to burn. Plays it on for Mark Casemiro. Gets there ahead of Williams. And he'll play it over for Raul Yakub. He'll look to get away from Laguda here. Raul Yakub looking to play it over. And couldn't quite find Newton Arrogin inside the box. Williams for the Aces. Comes wide for Kane McDowell, the goal scorer of the Aces second. And what a magical goal that was. I'm sure we'll see that replayed 1,000 times over. Skillfully done from McDowell. Ludvigsson. Jeffrey Williams. Fullback approaching. Mountain. Maneuvers forward. Looks to get it past Van Lingen here. Standing him up. Dylan Mountain. Trying to take it to the corner and play it inside the box. Comes harmlessly for Quinlan Tran. Dion Newell. Wide for Gordon Pereira. Emma Muklis. And the Aces can continue here. Tran for Casuarina. Tano heads forward powerfully. Now it's Lewis William. Across for Mountain. Opportunity here. Dylan Mountain cutting in on his left, back onto his right, dispossessed. But he wins the ball back. Fannin comes in. Lewis William as well. It's still alive here. And Vong will look to come away with it. Casuarina. Certainly the side that needs to proceed forward with this game. Kane McDowell. Plays it back here for Tano. James Carr. Joshua Laguda. Taiki Kudo to Laguda. Now it's Laguda. To Stobbart. Joshua Laguda here. Time to play a long ball. He does so. Tano has made the run. The Aces number 13 can join in on the party here. And he'll look to get past. Quinlan Tran plays it inside for Ludvigsson. Touch on his right. Ludvigsson still. And handball against Ludvigsson, the call will be a Casuarina free kick. Neil goes short. Van Lingen. Raul Yakub givens the ball away to Laguda, his opposing 8 there. And Taiki Kudo. James Carr. Now it's Taiki Kudo. Ludvigsson. Oh, and William Moore was almost played through there. Mark Casemiro. Can speed away from Williams here. Mark Casemiro cuts back inside. Needs some support, and Ronnie Newton-Harrigan arriving. Vong. Dylan Nabe. Now it's Quinlan Tran inside for Gordon Pereira. And James Carr. Ludvigsson. It's still Ludvigsson. James Carr. Stobbart. Stobbart forward, dispossessed, but time afforded to the Aces here. Laguda and Williams combining well. And Williams wide to Joshua Laguda. Looks to release Kane McDowell. Coming off a couple rowdies here. Ludvigsson looking to get away from Fannin. It's still Ludvigsson using his strength to bully himself forward. Ludvigsson still a couple rowdies coming to impede him. All ball, says the referee, and Van Lingen plays it forward and earns his team the throw-in. There is a player down for the moment. It is Tavian Ludvigsson. And a substitution is made. Imar Muklas comes off the field. His night is done. And coming on in his replacement is Charles Ado. Here's this replay again. Such a scintillating goal from Kane McDowell. Gives Mindel the go-ahead here. Gordon Pereira looks to get Charles Adu involved. And now Adu looking to play through Mark Casemiro and almost onto the foot of the often miraculous Mark Casemiro. But that goes through to the goalkeeper, and back we are with the Aces. Williams across goal for Laguda. Well taken down, Joshua Laguda. His ball is given away. Gordon Pereira. And that ball out into space and harmlessly down for Jordan Stobbart. And Stobbart throws long. Williams. And now it's Laguda. The Aces fans certainly enjoying what they're seeing this evening. And for good reason. They are 2 goals to the good. Mountain and Ludvigsson. Tavian Ludvigsson trying to go in for an attacking run and an attacking raid, but that ball is rolled out harmlessly for a throw-in in favour of the Aces, who are in no particular hurry to resume the game, of course, trying to keep their lead intact. Cross comes in, and that's a wayward ball, unfortunately. Will find its way behind for a goal kick. And We'll see here the replay for the first goal of this evening. Brilliant delivery from Tano, finding the head of Wallace, and what a finish that was. And second one on your screens, again, Kane McDowell. Magical from McDowell. Casuarina, in the meantime, clearing their defensive lines. Taiki Kudo's there to repel. And his ball's wayward. Newton Aragon, Nabe. Here's long ball. Looking for Raul Yakub. Casemiro's on forward. Raul Yakub. Looks for Charles Adu. Back to Yakub. Nabe. Looking to get to Charles Adu. Mark Casemiro dinks it over for Charles Adu. And Jordan Stobbart comes out commandingly and brings that in his possession. And now Laguda. McDowell. Given away to Gordon Pereira here. Vong. Casuarina with less than 20 minutes to go need to certainly expedite the issue. Pereira back post. First time ball across field. And that rolls out harmlessly for a goal kick. Intention certainly there. Good interplay as well. This is the opportunity for Adu. Just certainly a little too heavily hit. Player is to ground. That is McDowell, but he returns to his feet. And it looks to be the end of the night for the goal-scoring hero in Kane McDowell. A salute to the crowd as well from the Aces number 12 as he is replaced. And his replacement is Kyriakos Timoteo. Now Raul Yakub coming forward. Another opportunity squandered. Lewis William. Mountain. Looks to play it for Matthew Wallace, the Aces captain. Back out wide for Mountain. He can continue this attacking run for Mendel. He looks to come inside the box, and his cross is deflected by Quinlan Tran. Corner kick for the Aces, and it'll be Tano that will walk across to take this one. And an opportunity perhaps for Mindel to add a third. And this would certainly make the unlikely mountain certainly an impossible one to climb. He needs to find the back of the net first. Here comes Tano, delivery. Rising his car, heads up into the air. Pereira heads out. Lewis William for the Aces. Comes wide for Tano. Played forward in front of Ludvigsen. Touch inside, blocked by Quinlan Tran. And Ludvigsen masterfully marshals that one out. Another corner for Mindel. Another opportunity to add the third of the evening. Hands up for O. In comes the ball. Cleared by Pereira, and Wallace hits, blocked out. Timoteo looks to get away from Adu. And that's well done from Timoteo, but he's eventually dispossessed. And a foul for Charles Adu. Adu. Ball will come back for a Casuarina free kick. And a substitution here, a double substitution it looks like in the offing for Casuarina. And it looks to be the end of the evenings for Dylan Nabe and Dylan Vong. Coming on in their places are Ryan Newell and Robert Kilmartin. Let's see if those substitutions prove costly for the Aces. Less than 15 minutes of regulation time to go. They only have the Rowdies. Van Lingen. Newton Aragon. Back to Van Lingen. Raul Yakub, the substitute. Ryan Newell looking to inject himself immediately on this game. Timoteo. Ronnie Newton Aragon. Charles Adu. The Casuarina substitute. Electric is Charles Adu. Ryan Newell. Back for Charles Adu. Taiki Kudo intercepts. Now it's Mountain. Taiki Kudo. Tavian Ludvigsen. Lewis William. Dylan Mountain. Mark Casemiro closing. Tano. Matthew Wallace. Jeffrey Williams. Back to Joshua Laguda. And now it's James Carr. Taiki Kudo. And Raul Yakub comes away for Casuarina. Opportunity here, Mark Casemiro. And he is pressured immediately and a corner kick is given. This would be one of the greatest comebacks in recent memory in this competition if the Rowdies are to pull it off and they have a golden opportunity via the corner kick. It's Gordon Pereira to take. And out of play by substitute Kyriakos Timoteo, and so it will be a corner kick for the Rowdies once again, but from the other side of the field. And it will be Raul Yakub to take. In comes Yakub. Delivery over Stobbart. And now Mountain. He has the go-ahead to attack here. Dylan Mountain. Forward for Tavian Ludvigsen. Getting there first is Fannin. And immediately down the line, Carr's hurried ball given to Ryan Newell. Taiki Kudo putting the midfield under pressure. And now it's Tavian Ludvigsen. Opportunity here. Forward for Taiki Kudo. And he strikes wide. And an opportunity goes a bag for the Aces. Ludvigsen putting Taiki Kudo in a commanding position in his strike narrowly wide. Or it was going farther wide, should I say. A slight blemish on the evening for Taiki Kudo. His match has been superb. And now Ludvigsen. Mountain. Still Dylan Mountain. Dispossessed by Tran. Wallace is there. He wills them on. And now it's Mountain. Looks to put a ball in. Dangerous. And Diarnul brings that down comfortably. Now Kilmartin. Substitute. Cuts back inside and looks to get his team forward. Charles Adu with the run. And Laguda. Forward for Williams. He falls under his feet. And now it's Kilmartin. And Kilmartin strike over the bar and out. Jeffrey Williams has stayed to ground. You'll see them in there in his picture. Slight complaint there for Williams. And we hope that he is okay to continue. Of course, there are substitutes in the offing that can come on and fill in, certainly for the remaining 10 minutes or so. Matthew Mifsud laying in wait. Or possibly Joel Formoso, pending that he is unable to continue, of course. Of course, receiving some treatment, will need to come off to the side. So momentarily, the Aces will be down to 10. And being hurried on by the referee, the goalkeeper here. Stobbart goes forward. Quinlan Tran will look to get across to this, keep it inside, but his touch is a little astray. The Aces with the throw. William. Timoteo just possessed by Yakub. Now it's Charles Adu. Trying to get away from a couple. It's still Charles Adu. Looking to play it further wide for Kilmartin, just not working out there. And it will be a throw into Casuarina. Substitution being indicated by the medical team there for Williams. We'll see if he is brought off soon. Of course, he's rejoined us for the moment. Ronnie Newton-Arrogin. Forward by Casemiro. Now it's Charles Adu. Ball comes inside. Laguta's there. Mountain. And clearance there by Williams. Ludvigsen against Van Lingen. Lewis William. Still Savian Ludvigsen. Certainly has been extraordinary tonight in his hold-up play for his side. And ultimately brought to ground. And it'll go against Ludvigsen. Newton-Arrogin looking to get underway quickly. Newton-Arrogin now across for Fannin. Quinlan Tran, Raul Yakub. And out of play for an Aces throw, and it's an Aces substitution here to also take place. It's going to be number 3, and that is Matthew Mifsud. He'll be coming onto the field, and he will be replacing number 2 in Jeffrey Williams. Tano throws forward. Ludvigsen looks to bring it down past Quinlan Tran. And it will be a Casuarina throw. Tran forward to Raul Yakub and can't quite bring it down under his feet there. Tano. Quinlan Tran. Forward by Timoteo and then out by Van Lingen. Kilmartin. Mark Casemiro, Taiki Kudo forward to Wallace. Wallace forward for Mountain. Brings it under his stride and control. Forward by Tano. And now Dion Newell. Played wide for Van Lingen. Certainly a goal will need to come very soon for Casuarina. And now it's Quinlan Tran. Pereira. Raul Yakub. Ryan Newell for Charles Adu. Strike from distance is blocked. Yari Van Lingen. Looks for an option. Gordon Pereira presents. And now Pereira back inside. Wallace clears. And a foul there on Wallace. And so it will be a Mendel free kick. It's looking more and more likely that Mindel will be the side to make it through. And a foul on Ludvigsson as well. Another opportunity just to eat up some precious seconds on the clock here. And of course, for the Rowdies, they played in a 4-4 draw in round 1, prevailed on penalties against University of Zurich. Round 2 saw them come up against Garuda FC. They prevailed 1-0 against Darwin Hearts FC. That was Mindel in round 2. Casuarina were 3-0 victors against Garuda. In the semi-finals, Mindel got to this stage by defeating Hellenic 2-1. And Casuarina Football Club prevailed over Verdi FC only a week or so ago, 3-0. Ball comes in from Laguda, out of play, and for a goal kick. So a long and languishing journey for both Casuarina FC and Mindel Aces Football Club. And it's led to this point, and the Aces so far with all the cards played correctly. Pereira, Kilmartin. Coming wide here, Ronnie Newton-Arrogin. And now Charles Adu. Throw in for Casuarina. Ronnie Newton-Arrogin. Ryan Newell. Takes it past Wallace. And Ryan Newell with the attempt. And his shot is wide. No pressure and nothing doing on the goals there. And only minutes remain for the Rowdies to impact this one. Timoteo comes wide for Tano. Now Mountain, dispossessed by Ryan Newell. Pereira looks to go wide for Mark Casemiro, but Laguda is there. Will come back for a free kick on Casuarina. And will be taken by Gordon Pereira, the captain. Tran, back to Pereira. And now Timoteo. Lewis William. Will it be one more for Mindel? Comes forward for Ludvigsson. Takes it past Quinlan Tran, allowing Timoteo to come forward. And now Timoteo looking to cut inside past Quinlan Tran. Tran comes away with the ball for the Rowdies. And he slips over in possession, and that's a Mindel throw-in. Entering the final couple minutes of regulation time. Thrown forward to Ludvigsson. And there'll be a Casuarina throw. Quinlan Tran to Fannin. And now Jari van Lingen. Coming wide. Here's Ronnie Newton-Arrogin. Has to be perfect from in on here for Casuarina. Ryan Newell. Raul Yakub. And he's fouled here by Tano. Play on, says the referee. Charles Ado. Jari van Lingen. Ronnie Newton-Arrogin. Robert Kilmartin. Trying to get the best of Laguda here. And play on, says the referee. Kilmartin. Charles Adu. Wallace clears. Newton-Arrogin. Opportunity here. Back post cross. And that goes out of play. Nothing doing. And again, such a long journey for both these sides, and it looks like the journey will continue for Mindel Aces. Last seconds or so of regulation time. Tano. Forward for Ludvigsen. Tavian Ludvigsen plays it off Tran, but possession remains with his side.
There will be 4 minutes of time added on 4.
4 additional minutes for the Aces to hold on here. Tano. Dispossessed. Throw-in goes the way of the Rowdies, but not long left whatsoever. Pereira. Quinlan Tran. Gordon Pereira. Ryan Newell. Jari van Lingen. Will there be a late goal? A consolation perhaps for Casuarina. Ronnie Newton-Arregan. Robert Kilmartin. Newton-Arregan's continued his run. And it finds its way to Newton-Arregan. Laguda out. Taiki Kudo further forward. And now it's Tavian Ludvigsen. Keeps the ball in play. Lewis William is streaming forward here. So is Joshua Laguda. And the ball will find its way there. And Dion Newell making a last-ditch attempt to keep the score at bay. Certainly a dangerous opportunity. Great awareness from Ludvigsen to find Laguda. But Dion Newell getting across to the mountain. Laguda. Still Joshua Laguda takes in the box. Referee says all ball. Timoteo plays it wide for Tano. Tano all the way back to Stobart. And it'll be a throw in to Casuarina here. Quinlan Tran. Looks to go in for Charles Ado. Back for Tran. All the way back to Dion Newell. Possibly a long ball here on the cards. Dion Newell playing it forward. Taiki Kudo gets there. Lewis William as well. Less than 2 minutes of additional time to go. Matthew Wallace. It's all but a surety now. Wallace will take the ball wide. And take it past Fannin. Terry Fannin earns the foul and plays it short for Dion Newell. Launching the ball wide. Ronnie Newton-Arregan brings it in his stride. He can get forward. And Newton-Arregan playing a ball through, and Stobart will see that one collected harmlessly. And we are almost in the final minute of stoppage time. Laguda forward. Ludvigsen trying to contest this ball. Van Lingen forced to head, and it goes wide, and it will be an Aces throw. It will be Mindel Aces who will represent the Northern Territory in the round of 32 Australia Cup competition. The result all but assured now. Lewis William bringing this ball forward. Charles Ado to Robert Kilmartin. Raul Yakub. Quinlan Tran. Raul Yakub. And Tano stands strong. And Tano can come away here. An opportunity for the number 13. Tavian Ludvigsen. Tano, referee's whistle goes to the mouth. Lewis William. And a long-range attempt. And that is signalled the end of the game. Mindel Aces Football Club have made history, and they have qualified for the round of 32 in 2022. Congratulations to the Mindel Aces Football Club. First time in their history making it to this stage. Commiserations to Casuarina. They'll turn their attention back to the home and away fixture. It was goals by Matthew Wallace on the stroke of halftime, and Kane McDowell with a fantastic finish sees this one brought home. Final score on the North Crest scoreboard, And final score in the Australia Cup NT qualifying rounds, Mindel Aces Football Club 2, Casuarina Football Club 0. My name is George Scufezis. I've enjoyed having your company this evening. I believe the trophy presentation is not far away, but as far as commentary goes, I'll leave you with it tonight. Enjoy the rest of the coverage and have a safe night. Thank you all.
Here in Darwin. The draw will be on Channel 10, 10 Play and Paramount Plus on the 29th of June. We'll find out. In the meantime, can I have the captain, please? Can I have the bandaged head? Just one question, Mr. Wallace. How's it feel? Not your head, the wind.
Oh, the head's sore, the wind feels great though. Counteracting each other.
Love it. Please take the cup. Grab your team together. Let's get a photo. These are the champions of the Northern Territory version of the Australia Cup. Thank you, Bruce. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Football Northern Territory, thank you for attending tonight. We wish you all a safe trip home and look forward to seeing you on Friday. Now just remember, tomorrow night the women are in the final, where Mindel girls will take on Hellenic in the final.